Valentine's Day. It's a day for decision, isn't it? Faced with so many choices, and we have to choose which card are we going to get for the one that we love. And there's so many to choose from. But you know, one thing that they all seem to have in common, hearts. Every single one of them is covered with hearts. Because in our culture, hearts are really about those sentimental feelings that we want to express on Valentine's Day. But you know, in biblical times, a heart meant something completely different. People in biblical times thought of the heart when they thought about the commitments that they were making, the choices that they were making. When we read in the Bible about a person's heart, it's really about that place inside of them where God has given us the power to choose, to decide, to make decisions. I think of Job, for instance. You remember his story? He lost everything, even his own family. And yet in that terrible moment of grief and loss, it says that Job worshiped God. Now, I'm pretty sure that Job wasn't feeling the sentiments that we see on these cards, but he made a deliberate choice, a decision. He took a step of faith, and he decided to love God and to worship him no matter how he was feeling. We've been talking about what it means to love God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength. And we've discovered that that means giving all that we are to him, opening up our mind to understand God more completely, and opening up our soul to feel a passion for him, even engaging our bodies in worship. But when it comes to our heart, it really is a question of choice. We made a choice, first of all, to come to a worship gathering. But we can make choices every single day to worship him by the way that we live, to continue to open ourselves to him. But in the end, our experience of God leads us to a decision, to a choice. Are we going to love him no matter how we're feeling? Are we going to choose to give him more control? Are we going to let the Spirit come and fill us and guide us into his kingdom? In the end, it's all about a choice. Not a choice we make by our own strength, to be sure, a choice empowered by the Holy Spirit, but a choice nonetheless. So if we hope to become experiential worshipers, in the end we have to make that deliberate choice to love God, not only with our mind, not only with our soul, not only with our strength, but also with our hearts, choosing to love him no matter how we feel. In the end, we just have to make a decision. We have to choose whether or not we're going to respond to his love for us. So really, we have a decision to make. Are we going to love God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength? Are we going to become experiential worshipers? If we are, then we have a decision to make. We have to decide to give him control, to let him fill us and take our lives. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good, thanks. Thanks a lot.